Hey guys, welcome to your mat. I'm Kendall, this is Yoga Strong, and this video will show you how to use your blocks effectively in your yoga practice. Blocks are a very powerful tool and they serve many different purposes in our yoga practice. This video will show you how to use your blocks to deepen your stretch, protect your joints and protect you from injury, challenge your balance, support you in really difficult postures, and also help you with the proper body alignment and body positioning. So when you're ready, grab your blocks, meet me on your mat, and we'll get started. I'm going to show you a couple of ways I love using blocks in yoga to deepen the stretch. So take two blocks and place them at the top of your mat. You're going to form a T shape here with about 3 to 4 inches in between your blocks. And come to sitting at the center of your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees wide. Slowly lower your back down onto the block, and the block should really be running along your thoracic spine. And the top block should be situated under the back of your head. This should feel really comfortable, so move around a little bit if you need to until you find that proper body positioning where this feels very restorative and like a really nice heart-opening, relaxing posture. Rest the palms of your hands on your inner thighs and take a few rounds of breath in this posture, really benefiting from that nice opening along the front line of our body, as well as the juicy hip and groin opener. So this is one of my favorite heart-opening postures in yoga, and it's really enhanced by using our blocks. Bring your knees together like a book, slowly roll onto one side and release your blocks. Now I'm going to show you a seated forward fold variation using the block, either 1 or 2 blocks depending on your level of flexibility. So generally in a seated forward fold, you're leaning forward, grabbing for wherever is accessible, ultimately trying to get your torso to press into your legs. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of room behind my feet. So I like to grab 1 or 2 blocks and place the block behind my feet and use the block to really flex my feet towards my face, and it gives me a little bit of extra leverage to pull myself even deeper into the forward fold. And if you're really bendy and flexible, you can even go for 2 blocks. And really flex your feet towards your face. Grab for the outside edge of that back block and pull your torso towards your shins. One day, your forehead meets your shins. And slowly release. Okay, my friends, so that is a few ways you can use your block to really deepen the stretch in your yoga practice. Your blocks can really help you protect your joints in your yoga practice. Fixed firm is an excellent example of where to incorporate your block to help protect your knees from injury. Oftentimes, I'll see students who really want to get their tailbone to the floor in this posture, and they do that at great risk to their knees. The only time you should be sitting your hips in between your heels in fixed firm is if you're able to fully press your knees together and spiral your inner thighs down towards the mat. Oftentimes in class, I'll see students with their knees separated and sitting their hips between their heels. That is a definite no-no. It's very hard on your joints, so that would be a great area to reach for your block. So with fixed firm, using the block, you want to bring your knees together and your ankles out wide to the outside edges of your mat. Grab your block, place it underneath your tailbone, and take a seat on your block. You're still getting all the benefits of this posture because you're focusing on doing it the right way. You're pressing your knees together, so getting that really nice joint compression, spiraling your inner thighs down, engaging your core by drawing your navel towards your spine, And in no time, when you're practicing the right fundamentals of this posture, you'll be able to release that block and sit your hips in between your heels. So if you're someone who either struggles to meet your hips to the mat in fixed firm, or if you have any knee pain at all, please use your block. It's a great way to protect you from injury, protect your joints, and keep them healthy and strong. Another way I love incorporating my block into my yoga practice is to challenge my balance. So I'm going to demonstrate both dancer's pose and tree pose using the block. So place the block at the center of your mat, and I'll demonstrate this on the right side. So I'm going to press my right foot into the block, really rooting down through the ball mound of my right foot and pressing into really all four corners of my foot. You'll really need to find very active leg engagement here, spiraling your inner thigh down, lifting up on your kneecap to engage your quadricep, and finding that point of focus. Kick your heel into your glute, grab for the inner arch of your foot, squeeze your knees and your inner thighs together, lift your right arm up to frame your ear, take an inhale breath, exhale slowly and gracefully, kick into your dancer's pose. Slowly lowering your torso to the mat, maybe bringing your arm directly in line with your shoulder, gazing out over your right fingertips, and checking in with your standing leg. Is it strong and steady? Square your hips, drive your hamstring up towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe. Using the block definitely adds a layer of challenge to any balancing posture, and it's also a great way to engage, activate, and strengthen your standing leg. So now I'll demonstrate tree pose. This time I'll do tree on the left. So root your left foot into the mat, again pressing into all four corners of your foot, really rooting into the ball mound of your big toe. Engage and activate your standing leg. Find your point of focus. Bring the sole of your right foot to either your left inner calf or your inner thigh. Bring your palms to heart center, or take any arm variation here that you please. You'll notice right away your standing leg is working really hard. It's extra activated because of the added challenge of the block. So check in with that standing leg and make sure you're lifting up on your kneecap to engage your quadricep. You're rotating your inner thigh down, and you're pressing firmly through the sole of your left foot. Hold and breathe. So as you can see, blocks are a great way to challenge your balance in your yoga practice. Perhaps the most important reason to incorporate your blocks into your yoga practice is for proper body alignment and body positioning. I'll demonstrate 3 postures where I think blocks can be really beneficial to supporting you with the proper form and technique in your yoga practice. So first is pyramid pose. Pyramid pose is a really challenging posture. And the goal here is really to not only lengthen and stretch through the back line of our legs, but also to square our hips and lengthen and lift through our spine. So I think students often think the goal is to bring your hands to the mat, and they do that at the risk of rounding through their spine. So the goal of pyramid is not to round through the spine. The goal is to stay lifted and find length through our spine and through the back line of our legs while keeping our hips square. So as you can see, the blocks help support me by bringing the mat closer to me, and then I can either press my palms into the blocks or tent my fingertips to get even more lift. And now I really have the room to focus in on my hips to make sure that my hips are square, that my spine is long, and that I'm also benefiting from that nice stretch along the back lines of my leg. So another great posture is in our extended side angle. So oftentimes we find our extended side angle from Warrior Two. So you'll reach your torso forward, tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12 o'clock, and leverage that connection between the forearm and the inner thigh to spiral your torso open. But again, I often see students thinking the goal here is to do this, and that's quite the opposite. You really want to lift through your obliques. This is all about side body activation, core engagement, and lengthening your spine, while also activating your legs and spiraling your inner thighs down. So this is a great area to bring your block on any level, highest level or the medium level, in the inner arch of your foot here, and press either your palm into the block or tense your fingertips to find even more lift. And this really helps you find that length through your spine while not compromising by rounding down and missing out on all of the good oblique strengthening and core strengthening that goes along with extended side angle. And similarly, your triangle pose or trikonasana is another great posture where I often see students striving and working so hard to bring their hand to the mat that they round their spine, they bend their knees, and they miss out on the oblique and the core strengthening. So the goal of your Trikonasana triangle pose is to lengthen through the spine, engage through your side bodies and your obliques, and really reach up rather than reaching down. So this is a great place, again, to use your block on any level to give you a little bit of support and to bring the mat closer to you so that you can ensure you're really extracting the benefits of this posture by using the proper form and technique. So there's an example of 3 different postures in yoga where it's great to incorporate your blocks to help with proper body alignment and body positioning. Blocks can also help us with really challenging yoga postures like half moon. So beginning in Warrior Two, I will slowly and gracefully launch off my right leg and gently plant my right palm on the block. And as you'll see, this elevates the mat a little bit closer to me, making a challenging balancing posture a little bit more accessible with the support of your block. All right, my friends, so as you can see, there's so many different ways to incorporate your blocks to help support you in your yoga practice, whether it's to deepen your stretch, challenge your balance, protect your joints, protect you from injury, help you with proper body alignment and positioning, and also support you in really challenging postures. So consider incorporating your blocks into your daily yoga practice. I hope this gave you some ideas and some inspiration for how to really extract the benefits using your blocks. My name is Kendall. This is Yoga Strong, where form meets fitness. And for more content like this, visit yogastrongbyKendall.com. I'll see you here next time, Yogi.